Yellow folks, it is I, um, Luna. I am back with another deck profile after, so long. It's been a while. Um, I just hadn't really found a deck that like got me super like hyped up. Um, so I just didn't make another deck profile. That's kind of how it goes. Like when I show a deck, like it's because I'm interested in it. It's because I love the deck. So here you go. You're getting another, however long this is, ramble on um, Runick plus whatever you want to call Chaos Ritual, Rolad, Mind Shuffle, whatever, right? I personally, um, people say, oh, you can't call it Chaos because it doesn't like do banish Chaos stuff. It's not Rolad because it's not Ritual of Light and Darkness anymore. Well, let's just call it Mind Shuffle, gang. Let's just call it Mind Shuffle because like that's the the centered card. So let's just call it Mind Shuffle. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into the deck. So, list is very standard on the Mind Shuffle part, apart from one thing. So, triple Black Chaos. This card's really good. This card's really good. So, discard it, place the continuous trap, place Mind Shuffle to the board from your field or from your, from your graveyard or from your deck. So, being able to recycle Mind Shuffle is really good. And then on board, it's just a towers, like it's just unaffected by activated opponent's activated effects whilst you have any ritual spell in the graveyard, by the way. Any ritual spell. It doesn't have to be light and darkness. um and then in main phase, non-target banish 2. This card is crazy good. Honestly, this is the card that will probably win you a lot of games just on its own. This card is so good. um Next up, we've got Grifo. um is my guy. He's a little guy. He's just a little guy. He's a little guy. He's a little guy. Like, he's a little guy, and he places, or he sets a quick play spell or trap that mentions LDR. Maybe we could call it that, LDR, whatever. And like, he sets Mind Shuffle, sets Chaos Magical Hats, and they can be activated this turn, or it is just like actual Karibo, which like my go. And then also can fulfill the full ritual material as for any level 8 ritual monster. Any level 8 ritual monster, by the way. So if you have like, I don't know, let's say you summoned a hypothetical dark ritual monster with like, level 8, 3200 attack, had an effect on someone that destroyed all monsters your opponent controls. Well, if you had a way to ritual summon it that was not, a ritual spell that required specifically like, I don't know, for example, reptiles, then you could use Griffo as all the material. That's kind of gaming. 3 Celtic Mystic. This card's crazy again. On summon, reveal your hand. If you have a card that mentions LDR, Graceful Charity. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Graceful Charity. Me when the deck has Graceful Charity in it. Like, what? Who thought this was okay? Like, genuinely, who thought this was okay? Anyway, I also can distribute itself to special a ritual monster that mentions LDR from hand, because why not, right? Then you have Skull Archfiend of Chaos, arguably the most broken card in the deck. So if it's in hand or grave, you can target 3 other cards in graveyards, either graveyards or face-up banishment, including a card that mentions LDR, and then bottom deck them, and then summon this card. So that effect is crazy. So here's why, okay? First of all, you can interact with your opponent's graveyard, so it's an interruption. Or it's like more like a ball breaker, but whatever, right? I'm gonna put back your Albion and your Dogma, like whatever, bro. Like, sure. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, free body. It's level 6, 2500 attack. That's pretty good. Number 3, when that free body hits the grave, its graveyard effect will trigger. Crazy. Number 4, this targets any cards. Like, yes, you have to target one LDR card, but you can put back like Fallen Virtuous. You can put back Cool by the Grave. You can put back Ash Blossom. You can put back Runic Fountain. You can put back anything. Just it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then its graveyard effect. If it hits the grave, send any ritual spell from hand or deck to grave. Add any ritual monster whose name is mentioned on it. Okay. So you know how like pre-prep worked. This guy is pre-prep. He just doesn't add the ritual spell. Archetypal pre-prep plus archetypal graceful. What? Like, you could add, you could like listen, all right, listen. You can add Mitsurugi Ritual and Habakiri, okay? That is something, or Foolish Ritual, Habakiri. You can Foolish Mirror and Habakiri. You're already playing Mirror for pre-prep. You can Foolish Mirror and Habakiri. Foolish Mirror add Habakiri. What the hell? um, you could dump this off Aerolita. Fiend Smith lovers, eat your heart out, right? It's a level 6 fiend that summons itself when it hits the grave, searches fucking any ritual monster basically, and summons itself back. This is I actually have a build if of Fiendsmith. Maybe I'll show that at different times. Fiendsmith Mekanko, whatever. You just summon this. This card's crazy. This card's crazy. This card's crazy. Anyway, then Magician of Black Chaos, or sorry, Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos, which BLS Soldier of Light and Darkness. So both of these have the same effect of unaffected by opponent's activated effects unless they target this card. So they're both like mini towers, right? So then Black Chaos or Dark Chaos says also your spells and traps can't be destroyed or banished by opponent's card effects. And then once per turn, if this card is special summoned, you can add any spell from graveyard to hand. And then also as an ignition effect, you can target a card your opponent controls, banish face down. What? Why does it have 4 effects? Why does it have 4 effects? Why does it do that? What is it? Why does it have 4 effects? Why do it do that? So, okay, mini towers, whatever, right? F and V's in the format. That part is not super relevant, okay? Also, your spell traps can be destroyed or banished. Okay, so we're protecting Mind Shuffle. Understandable, understandable. Protecting Mind Shuffle, okay? We're also protecting Runick Fountain. Also protecting Runick Fountain. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. On special summon, add a spell from graveyard to hand. Any spell. Any spell. Any spell. You've cooled by the opponent's like Ash, add it back. You've cooled by anything, add it back. Used a Runick spell, add it back. FNV, add it back. You don't need to dump Albion to fucking reset FNV. You just add that shit back. Also triggers on special summon. It triggers on special summon. This thing, you can summon this off of Dynamondo and it will trigger. What the hell? um, yeah, and then the banish. Yeah, okay, we've got ignition removal. Soldier of Light and Darkness. Again, mini towers. On special, it's a banish, which means it triggers by summoning off Mind Shuffle. So it's a banish on summon. Cool. If it destroys a monster in battle, it can gain 1500 attack again. So it's both BLS effects. It's both BLS effects because we're just cool like that. All right. Did you like Goat format? Did you like BLS and Goat format? Yeah. Well, we got it. We got it here. We got it here. We got Goat format 2. We got Goat format 2. You Graceful Charity. You got BLS. You got DMOC. We got Goat format 2. Right here. Right here. Why is it an Earth monster? Because the original BLS was Earth. That's why. Should it have been light anyway? Yes, I agree it should have been light anyway, but whatever, right? Whatever. Okay, then, let's keep going for RDS cards. So, 2 copies of Light and Darkness Ritual. Ritual spell. It's just the most generic ritual spell in the world. Tribute monsters from hand or field, from hand or graveyard. A hand, field, or banish monsters from grave. So just like half the ritual spells in the game right now. If it's in the graveyard, you can add itself and any card that mentions LDR back. Because why not, right? Why not? So infinitely recycling field spell, you can only use it once per turn, but ritual spell, you can only use it once per turn, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It's a good card, it's a good card. It's just a good card, alright? 1 copy of Chaos Magical Hats. So, when your opponent activates a monster effect or normal spell or trap card, choose 3 spell traps from different names from your deck, and 1 monster in your main monster zone that mentions LDR. Special them as normal monsters that are Spellcaster Darks level 8s in face down defense position. Their names become Chaos Magical Hats even while face down. Set the chosen monster, shuffle them, then the opponent's opponent's effect becomes pop a monster your opponent controls that's face down. So, in like other builds, the spells and traps that you're grabbing aren't like that relevant, right? It's more just a negate. In this build, though, I think you can see the vision. I think you can see the goal. I think you can see the vision of this. Okay, and then the other half of the deck. It's Runick, right? If you haven't seen Runick before, Fountain is crazy. Draw 3 on it, essentially, and you can use your Runicks from hand, okay? And then 3 Destruction, 3 Flashing Fire, 3 Freezing Curse, 3 Slumber, 3 Tip, 1 Smite Stomp. This could probably be changed, but I like playing 1 Smite Stomp. Um, it's Runick. It's Runick. MST, Monster Pops, Monster Negate, Slumber, and Tip. So, like, just good cards. They're just good cards. You have a really nice toolbox. And like Chaos, like Dark Chaos adding back Runic spells is crazy, right? Um, like they're just really good. Okay, they're just really good. Next up, 3 F and V. This card's again, it's a really good card. It's a quick play spell. It's everything. Okay, 3 visions. Half our deck is quick play spells. We're obviously playing vision. We're obviously playing the draw 2, discard 1. Okay, we're gonna like draw half our deck turn 1 sometimes, you know, whatever. 3 Ragged Record. This card is kind of sus in this list specifically. So it searches every single name in your deck. So like it's obviously really good. But sometimes you may consider not wanting to play it because you kind of want to see other names and it just plays into draw. But I think it's fine. I'm going to test both, but I think it's fine. It also adds itself back, but that's never really triggering. And then a cool buy because it's cool buy. And this could probably come out. Maybe we'll put talents in, whatever, right? Side deck. This is side deck. Build it for your locals, build it for your event, whatever. Extra deck. This is still in the works. This is definitely still in the works. So 2 Hugin. Now, why not 3, you may wonder? Why not 3? You could play 3. You could definitely play 3. However, because Skull Archfiend is so broken, Skull Archfiend can actually shuffle back banished Hugins. You can shuffle back your banished Hugins that you've already used to protect your cards. Um, yeah, and there you go. Like you can so you already have infinite Hugins. Same with Munin. Munin is a lot less relevant now with different time rules. You probably don't even need to play Munin, but I like having it here as an option just in case like I know my opponent has a lot of targeting effects. It's nice to have it as an option there. Um, and then to Jerry. Realistically, you don't need Jerry much, but again, it's nice to have an option to add back Fountain. Also, it's got like a nice effect when it's destroyed to pop a card. It's pretty good. It's nice. It comes up. You could definitely play a rank 4 if you want to use like Jerry plus Celtic Mystic or whatever, but yeah. The 3 cards for Fallen Virtuous. Honestly, with Ecclesia, a lot of the time you can F and V dump Ecclesia turn 1, right? Pop your own ritual spell like when you use it, or something like that, right? And then you go Black Chaos, add back F and V, so that way you have Ecclesia in graveyard already, so F and V has both effects. That's definitely something you can do. Chaos Angel, um, light level 4, dark level 6, you may as well play it, right? Dark level 8, light level 2, you may, like, you see, right? You're not going to summon it super often, but like you can. So it's good enough, especially because Celtic Mystic has the effect to um, it says like you can only summon once from the extra deck after it's summoned, after it's used its Graceful Charity. So like you're not summoning that much anyway, so who cares? Typhon, good card. Dynamondo, again you can trigger like these off of special summon. So there's definitely a world where you go like, you know, you've got like you're going through both rituals, like you've summoned them properly already, and then you go like, okay, well, I'm gonna make Dynamondo, shuffle back a card, and by shuffling back with the other ritual, and then I'm on opponent's turn, you're gonna tag it out, summon back the ritual, etc. Right? Like there's a world where it comes up. Um, IP. Realistically, you're probably never making this, so this could be something else, but there's a world where your magical hats doesn't like it's resolved and then you just have runic spells on board. So you just make this easy. Liner is kind of a similar thing. You can just make it with Hugin, you can also make it with Celtic Mystic, and being able to steal your opponent's Celtic Mystic for a Graceful Charity is kind of broken. And there's also like a couple of other targets that's like kind of funny, but it's mainly here for like Celtic Mystic or kind of like Ecclesia, and things like that. Yeah, it's just pretty nice. And then SP is SP. You could super easy with the runic monsters, so whatever. And then Azalea, because you've got a lot of lights and darks, it's just SP2. And you're going to have spells in grave, so that's fine, right? And the banishing spells from your grave, you don't even care because you have Skull Archfiend, so you just shuffle them back, right? The extra deck is just a toolbox, right? The extra deck is just a toolbox for whatever kind of situations you end up in. It's very flexible. I think the F&V targets you probably keep, definitely, and the Huygins you probably play 2 or 3, and then everything else is really flexible. So feel free to change it to your heart's content. Play a rank 4, like right, like play goddamn play Dugaris, play Link Karibo, like play whatever, right? Like it's good enough. Next, let's just jump into a replay. Okay, so this is like a typical hand, right? So we've got 2 runic spells, we've got Ragged Records, we've got Skull Archfiend, and we've got Black Chaos. Okay, so what you want to be looking for is preferably 2 runic spells, but it can be 1, and Skull Archfiend. These are like your main kind of 2 that you want to see together, is Runic Spell plus Skull Archfiend, and then a second Runic Spell is a bonus, and then Away into Mind Shuffle instantly is also a bonus. So you've got a lot of stuff in draw phase, so you can go draw phase for Hugin, and then Hugin pitch the Skull Archfiend, add the Fountain, and then Skull Archfiend is going to trigger, it's going to dump the Ritual Spell, and it's going to add Black Chaos. So if you had Griffo here, you would obviously use that here. Because we don't, that's fine. We have Black Chaos, no worries. And the Griffo would obviously get you Mind Shuffle in the draw phase, which gets you another search in the draw phase. Busted. But here, we're going to Black Chaos for Mind Shuffle. We're going to LDR, add itself back, add back the Black Chaos. And then we can Mind Shuffle, add Celtic Mystic to hand, and discard the LDR because we're not planning on using it. Then normal summon the Celtic Mystic, Graceful Charity because it's busted, and we have drawn Bonkers, that is 3 runic spells, but this could be like a Griffo, this could be F&V, this could be like your entire deck, right? We're just going to discard 2 of them though, because we can't use, we already have a Slumber, and we can't use another Destruction this turn anyway, and drawing Tip is Bonkers, it's really good. Activate Fountain, activate Ragged Record for Griffo, because you may as well. And Griffo also can grab the Chaos Magical Hats. Now, I've already explained this is busted because you can grab the runic spells, but it is now also like an interruption. It's essentially another cooled by, because you can like cool by Ash Blossom and stuff. Then we're going to tip for any interaction. It doesn't really matter. It's just an interruption. And this is just keeping track of how many cards you've banished on the opponent's top of the deck. And then we Fountain, Destruction, Slumber, and Destruction. Because we drew runic spells, draw 2. We've drawn, or draw 3, sorry. We've drawn absolutely bonkers, crazy. So Visions, like I said, sometimes you do just draw, like, we've drawn how many cards? Celtic Mystic, 3. Fountain, 3. And now we're going to Visions draw 2. So we're going to draw 8 cards, minimum turn 1. And we're going to draw 3 more on the opponent's turn. But yeah, anyway, we Visions, draw 2, discard 1. We draw into a second Celtic Mystic, we draw into a second Griffo. Those are going to be obviously great for the opponent's turn. The Griffo. Celtic Mystic is going to summon Black Chaos. Black Chaos just adds back the tip. We saw enough runic spells that we didn't have to shuffle back tip. And so we just get to add it back. So we now have tip again. I mean, I would honestly say if we only saw tip plus 2 spells, 2 runics, we just don't shuffle back 3, you shuffle back 2, you leave tip in the graveyard, because adding tip back off of Black Chaos is really good, and it means you get another 2 draw Fountain next turn as well. Then we're going to Skull Archfiend, shuffle back the Vision, shuffle back the Ragged Records and the Mystic, and summon itself back. And this is actually your end board. This is going to be the end board here. So it's not like a super big combo deck. It's definitely more of like, you know, a slightly lower to the ground deck. It doesn't end on like so many monsters. But you have 6 cards in hand, right? You're gonna have Fountain draw another 3 on the opponent's turn. You've got Flashing Fire, Freezing Curses, Interruptions. Tip can grab Destruction, like F and V, Chaos Hats. This is crazy, right? Like on the opponent's turn, you can Chaos Hats for 3 runic spells. And then flip and set the Skull Archfiend, and then like no matter what, right? If they pop a runic spell, that's another runic spell. It means you're gonna hit 3 when you use tip. I mean you can get a draw 3. If they pop Skull Archfiend, they're gonna like you're gonna be able to search BLS. You can search BLS anyway with Mind Shuffle. But yeah, like it's crazy. And also, like Chaos Magical Hats. I would like to point out. Yeah, it's not once per turn. Like this card's not once per turn. You can use as many of these as you want, right? So if for somehow they clear all your sets, right? You can Griffo, reset it, and then use it again. So I just want to point that out for you. You know, this card is bonkers. But yeah, that is basically the deck profile. Um, Here's the list again. I love this deck. I'm good. This is what I'm gonna be playing. This format is Ritual, Mind Shuffle Runic, because goddamn, this deck is gonna be fun as hell. Right? I hope you enjoy it. Um, I hope you have as much fun with this deck as I do. Um, Power Patron, I'm sorry, bro. You're already banishing the top three cards of your deck. We're gonna do it more. Fuck Power Patron. People hated me when I rise heighted them, and now they're rise heighting themselves. We're just gonna, you know, Runic spell them now. Anyway, take care, gang. See you next time. Whenever I next find a deck that I enjoy.